So hello and welcome back to Jeffcoat Services. Once again, I am Malcolm Jeffcoat of Jeffcoat Services, and I am your lifestyle entrepreneur. So today I just wanted to get on and do a video, because a lot of people is always asking me, well, what do you do? How does your business work? How is it? Because I don't know, I guess it's confusing because I tell people I'm a lifestyle entrepreneur and they don't understand what that is. So I'm just going to try to give you guys some background on myself today and, try to answer some questions about who I am, what I'm about, and all that stuff. So we have to start from the beginning. So just bear with me. I know a lot of this information is just going to be, stuff, and you guys are going to be like, well, why is he telling us that? So just bear with me. This is about me. And like I said, my name is Malcolm Jeffcoat of Jeffcoat Services, and I am a lifestyle entrepreneur. So to understand how I got to be to this point, we have to go back to the beginning. So I was born in South Carolina, a little town in South Carolina. And so, of course, I was born and raised there and went to high school just like everybody else. And whenever I graduated high school, let's go back. So first I went to high school, and I got this big cousin named Zeb. You guys can hear me talk about him a lot. He actually has his own TV network. It's called Dohe TV. You can catch it on YouTube. I always give him a shout out. So shouts out to Zabora folks and Dohe network. So you guys check that out. But anyway, he was always basically inspiring us as kids, because he was our oldest male cousin. So like he would always come around and hang out with us, take us to play football, basketball, all those things. So he was always like a leader for us as kids growing up. And so he would always come up with businesses, or I guess pursuits that we could do as a family that we could all prosper from. And one of those things was we had a band. So long story short, so when I graduated high school, we were supposed to move to Minneapolis, Minnesota, and we were gonna start a band. And so before I get to that, that was the plan. But a couple nights before my graduation, I got in a car accident, and so I wasn't able to actually make it to walk across the field. So I got delayed a little bit. But anyway, so I did have the accident, and I had plastic surgery, whatever. If you look, you'll see I got scars on my face here, whatever. But anyway, that's just some background on me. So I never got to walk across the stage and graduate with my class, but I did receive my diploma, and eventually I did go to Minnesota, and I did join the band. So for that period of time, we did some music. We shouts out to the rest of the members of the band, by the way. There's Corey Quick, which is the ICE, Ice-T. We got Theo Bowers, which is Teddy, and we got Jay, which was Z's cousin, and Hart. He was also in the band too. So anyway, just shout out to those cats. This personal stuff, but like I said, I'm just trying to give you some background on who I am, where I come from, and so you can understand how I got to be where I'm at. So anyway, we did that. And I think maybe I was up in Minnesota for 2 or 3 years. Not really sure, but I did that, and then I came back home after, because not saying it didn't work out, but it just was one of those things where it didn't blow up right away. And life goes on, and people do different things. So I came back home, and when I came back home, now I'm an adult, no longer a child, so I can't be not working and doing things and trying to support myself. So I worked 2 jobs when I came back to South Carolina. I worked at Walmart, So I started out at Walmart as the guy that pushed the buggies. You ever see the guys in the parking lot pushing the buggies? So I started off doing that, and then I also worked at the local plant. It's called JB Martin. So I was a dye mixer there. But I have to go back a little further. My first job that I ever had was this is while I was still in high school. I was a student bus driver. So this is trivia. I probably should have told you this first when I was in high school, but so I was one of the last student drivers in the state of South Carolina. You can look it up. I graduated in 1988, and I was one of the last student bus drivers that the state of South Carolina allowed, students to drive. So I was part of that class. Anyway, my actual first job before that is I worked with a guy named Jonas Morris, and we used to do floors at retail stores. Like during the week, we would go and buff them out, but on the weekends, we would actually strip and wax the floor. So that was the first job I ever had. If you want to go back further than that, my first job was working with my dad, because he was like a handyman of sorts. He also worked at the plant that I'm talking about at JB Martin, but he was actually a handyman. He did plumbing, he did electrical work, and so I would go with him on, weekends or whatever, and just help him out and be his wrench gopher guy. Like, go pick this up, go get that. Like, he'd tell me what he needed when he was working, and I would just get it, and I would hold lights and stuff. So anyway, that's way back, I'm saying, back in the day. But anyway, so now I went to Minnesota, joined the band. While I was in Minnesota, I drove a bus also. I worked, I had a lot of jobs. So the first job I think I got was working in a nursing home. I was a dietary aide. I also worked at KFC, and then I eventually started driving buses in Minnesota. But anyway, so done with Minnesota, I'm back to South Carolina, and working at JB Martin and Walmart. So my little cousin Andre Quick, Dre Boy. But anyway, Andre was he was gonna go on the service, so he was gonna go in the Air Force. So I really wasn't doing much. Like I said, I was working the two jobs, but I ain't gonna tell all my business. I was getting in some trouble and not necessarily being a model citizen. So joining the military sounded like a good idea. So we was gonna do the buddy plan, and so he was going to the Air Force, and I was gonna go and do the buddy plan. But like I said, I had not always been a model citizen, and I was probably 4 years older than Dre Boy. Yeah. So like I said, in that time when he was in school, I had went to Minnesota and did all those other things I talked about. So anyway, long story short, we were supposed to go to the Air Force together on the buddy plan. So he got in and I didn't. So the Air Force didn't take me. So he went on. But what they did is they referred me to the Navy. Anybody that know anything about the Air Force and the Navy, that's pretty funny, because the Air Force is here, the Navy's here as far as quality of life. But anyway, I'm not complaining. I did join the Navy in 1996, and I've been in the Navy 22 years, matter of fact, and I'm still actually in the military. But so when I did my first tour in the Navy, I was not planning on making it a career. I basically just wanted to go to the Navy so I could go to school and try to pursue another avenue and, try to support myself. So that was the plan. Do 4 years, get out, go to school, continue on with life. Well, in the process of doing that, I had a child and I got married. And so now my situation is a little bit different. It's not just about me and me taking, because it's easy to take care of me. You know what I'm saying? I don't need much. And like I said, I made pretty decent money in the military. And I was still paying off some debts, like I said, from before when I had fractured a large tooth. But anyway, that's neither here nor there. So the point was that I wanted to find a way that I could now, if I wasn't going to stay in the Navy, try to support my family and be able to spend time. Anybody that's been in the military, been in the Navy, we spend a lot of time away. So I was trying to figure out a way that I could still support my family and maintain, there you go, the first term, the lifestyle that me and my family was accustomed to without, having to, drop off. So my first thought was, like I said, back when I started the business, I wanted to just help people, because I always figured if I could help people and do something that I liked, then it wouldn't necessarily be work, because it would be enjoyable. I would be helping people and I'd still be supporting my family. So that's why back in 2003, I actually formed Jeffcoat Services to do that, to try to help people. And my motto has always been people helping people. That was from its concept back in 2003. I was trying to help people. But what I was doing was I would just put out there, hey, if you guys need help with anything, tell me. So I didn't have like a vision for what services I was going to provide, but I was wanting to provide services. That's why Jeffcoat Services. So anyway, I did a variety of things back then. I used to do, I was a loan broker for a time. I used to do debt collection. I used to do a host of different things, and I joined many, if you want to call them get rich quick schemes to try to provide for my family. So as you can see, I started it back in 2003, and I'm still in the military, still doing that. I am set to retire here soon, a couple years or so, but anyway, that's the point. That is my background. That's how it started, and I started to help people. That was my goal, to help people and provide services that could enhance people's lives. So I necessarily wasn't calling myself a lifestyle entrepreneur then, but in all actuality I was, because I was trying to change my lifestyle, or trying to maintain the lifestyle that me and my family was used to by helping other people. And so as time went on, I continued to evolve, and I continued to buy programs and continue to learn and educate myself on how to run a successful internet marketing business. And back then, I didn't even know what internet marketing was. I didn't know what direct marketing was. I didn't know any of that. But I knew that I wanted to help people, and I knew that I wanted to try to create a lifestyle for myself that was sustainable, that could provide me time and money to support my family, so we could grow together. So anyway, that's the beginning. That's how it all started. And so here I am many years later. Now it's 2019. So that puts me in business about 15-16 years now, and I'm still learning, and I'm still trying to better myself. Like I always say, and I always give people the advice, like if you're trying to do anything to run a business or change your life or do anything, the first thing you got to do is work on it every day. And you don't always have to have all the answers, but you do have to start somewhere. And that's how I got started back in 2015. So for all those people that say, well, who is Malcolm Jeffcoat? What is Jeffcoat Services all about? That is how I evolved to it, because just life has brought me here. But like I said, back in 2003, when I did start this company, my goal was to help people. And so that's what I'm still doing today. Now, I am partnered and affiliated with many different other companies that provide services. So that's what I found out, that I couldn't do it all by myself, that I needed help. First, I needed training. I needed knowledge. I needed products and services. You know what I'm saying? I can't just provide them myself. So that is just the background of where I came from. Jeffcoat Services, Malcolm Jeffcoat, small town, Leesville, South Carolina. But I will say is being in the military has afforded me the opportunity to travel across the world and learn about different cultures and how people live. And it also helped me to appreciate the things that we have here in the states that are not necessarily readily available in other countries. So, just some background about myself. Uh, Wanted to do this video just so people that ask me, what do you do? So, just to reiterate, so my name is Malcolm Jeffcoat. I am a lifestyle entrepreneur. And what that means is that I help people change their lifestyles. Like if you're in a point in your life where you want to make a difference and a change, that's what I'm here for. But there's a step-by-step process that you got to go to do that. But the main thing that I will tell you is that you have to want it, know what changes you want to make, and then you got to work on that every day. So this video is getting kind of long, so I just wanted to give you guys just a little snapshot of who I am, where I am, and where I'm at now. So to now in 2019, from 2003 is the life of this business. But more importantly than that, I have lived a life that brought me to this point based on my life and experiences, and based on the fact that I wanted to help people, and I also wanted to educate myself on ways to be a better coach, mentor. You know, in the military, that's what we do. You know, when you first come in, yeah, you're the worker, and you're doing all the work, and you're making things happen based on following orders. But after you be in for a certain amount of time and you come to be at a certain rank, now you're the guy giving the orders. But giving the orders is not all it's about. You still have to deal with people. You have to deal with personalities. You have to be able to manage people, and you have to mentor people, because when you're doing a job in the military, and sometimes it could be life or death, you have to be, as a leader, able to see when somebody's having an issue or a problem. You have to see their strengths and weaknesses and be able to put people in the right place so they can succeed. And so it's no different now. That's what I do now. So if you talk to me and we get together and I mentor you or coach you, that's all I'm doing. I'm just evaluating you as a person. That's the first thing. I have to get to know you to find out what your goals and aspirations are, and then we can come up with a plan so that we can get you to the next level. And it's some very, very simple stuff that you can do to be on the road to that. And it's not that hard. You just got to be able to put in the work, listen, and action. Do the action. You gotta have the action stage. There's just one other thing, because this video is getting kind of long, that I wanted to say. And this is not a knock, and I don't want people to think I'm knocking religion or I'm down on religion, because I'm not. You know, I believe in God and high power and all those things, and there's definitely a place for that, and God can bless you and take you to places that you never thought you could go. However, just one quick thing. Whenever you guys are praying for a breakthrough and you're looking to whoever your higher power is and you're trying to get to the next level, you have to provide something for God or whoever to bless. You can't sit at the house in a corner, in the closet, in your prayer room and pray and then sit and wait. You have to get up and do something. You have to provide a means for him to bless. Like they say, doors are being opening for you. Okay, well, if you never go to the door, how's it going to get open for you? You're not going to levitate to the door. The door is not going to come to your house. This is just a quick analogy is what I usually tell people. Like, when people looking for a job, and I say, well, how many places did you go to and put an application? They say none. And I'm like, so you prayed for it. And so somebody's going to just knock on your door or send you an email or call you and offer you a job based on the fact that you prayed and asked for that job or that opportunity. And like I said, I'm not knocking religion, and I'm not saying that's a bad thing. I'm just saying when you pray for something and you ask for somebody to bless you or somebody to help you, you have to provide something for them to help. That's all I'm saying. Or something for them to bless. You have to go to the door and for it to be open. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep knocking. And anything that you want in life is not going to be easy. It's going to be hard. It's going to be some trial and error. It's going to be some things that you do. And then, yeah, you can get blessed on the back end of that based on the effort and the dedication that you put towards it. So, anyway, like I said, this video is getting kind of long. Thanks you guys for tuning in. Once again, my name is Malcolm Jeffcoat from Jeffcoat Services. I am a lifestyle entrepreneur. You guys can get at me many different ways. You can hit me up on Facebook, Malcolm Jeffcoat or Jeffcoat Services. I also have a lifestyle entrepreneur page. You can also check out my YouTube channel, Jeffcoat Services. I think I have a Malcolm Jeffcoat one too, but that one's old from way back. But you can go check out my first videos that I ever did a long time ago, because like I tell you guys, you got to start somewhere. You don't just wake up one morning and I'm still learning too. I'm always learning and growing and trying to listen to other people that are successful or other people that are running their businesses, because you know what, you can learn from anybody. Like, yeah, this video is getting long, so I'm gonna get out of here. You guys always leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. If you got questions about anything, I'll be happy to answer it. And you guys have a blessed day. Thanks for watching.